and welcome to the daily English news program on Azərbaycan Televiziya with the most important events of the day. I'm your host, Rövşən. On May 12th, the 5th Xarı Bülbül International Folklore Festival opened in Şuşa, the cultural capital of Azerbaijan. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham and First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva attended the opening of the festival. Xarı Bülbül Music Festival was held for the first time in Şuşa on Jidr Plain in 1989. That year, the festival started in Abdal Gulablı village of Agdam region, continued in Şuşa, and ended with the final concert in Agdam. During the occupation, the Armenian vandals, as it was the case in the entire Karabakh, tried to remove the traces of our tangible and cultural heritage in Şuşa and falsify history, but failed. The huge restoration and reconstruction works undergoing in the liberated territories today, the steps taken to bring back rapidly the historical appearance of Şuşa, are the facts testifying to the might and will of the Azerbaijani state, and proving to whom these lands belong. Along with restoring infrastructure, historical and cultural monuments, these projects envisage bringing back our cultural and traditional events, which for many years were not held on our historical lands. In May of 2021, after a break of 30 years, Xarı Bülbül Festival returned to its native land. The fourth festival, organized by the Heydar Foundation, took place on Jidr Plain. Thus, the massive projects on the restoration of the historical appearance of our cultural capital continue in the spirit of victory and peace, under the accompaniment of Azerbaijani muğam and music.
Azərbaycan Respublikasının Prezidenti Cənab İlham Əliyev.
The 5th Xarı Bülbül International Folklore Festival, underway in the year of Şuşa, announced with the executive order of President İlham Aliyev on the occasion of 270th anniversary of Şuşa, was organized by the Heydar Foundation, the Ministry of Culture, and Şuşa City State Reserve. The 5th festival, which will conclude on May 14th, features musicians and dance bands from different countries, as well as folklore groups from different regions of Azerbaijan. A delegation led by Attorney General of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Sheikh Saud bin Abdullah Al Mujib, currently on a visit to Azerbaijan, met with Chair of the Milli Meclis Seybe Gafarova. The Chair of the Milli Meclis stated that relations between the two countries have developed dynamically over the past 30 years, and cooperation has expanded. Stressing the high-level inter-parliamentary relations, Seybe Gafarova informed about the new reality established in the region following Azerbaijan's victory. Sheikh Saud bin Abdullah Al Mujib spoke on prospects of cooperation with Prosecutor's General Office of Azerbaijan. The guest praised the work carried out and the achievements accomplished in Karabakh in a short period of time. According to the Defense Ministry of Azerbaijan, on May 11th, in the evening, the Armenian Armed Forces units from the positions in the direction of Azizli and Yuxalı-Shirja settlement of Basarkeçar region of the state border, using various caliber weapons, periodically subjected to fire the Azerbaijan army positions in the direction of Yuxarı Ayrim and the Alik settlements of Kelbejar district. According to the ministry, Azerbaijan army units took adequate retaliatory measures. Minister of Foreign Affairs of Azerbaijan, Ceyhun Bayramov, met with his Russian counterpart, Sergei Lavrov, as part of the meeting of the Council of Foreign Ministers of the CIS in Dushanbe, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs reported. The ministers discussed the development of relations between the two countries in various directions. Exchanging views on the current situation in the region, the parties reiterated the importance of full implementation of the signed trilateral statements to ensure peace and security, the significance of taking steps to normalize relations between Azerbaijan Azerbaijan and Armenia was touched upon. The sides also exchanged views on issues included on the regional and international security agendas. The unfounded allegations made by the Armenian Prime Minister against Azerbaijan show that the Armenian leadership is far from being sincere in the issue of normalizing relations between the two countries, said head of the press service department of Azerbaijan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Leyla Abdullayeva, as she commented on the remarks by Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan during his speech at the Institute of International Relations of the Netherlands. Since the signing of the trilateral statement, 219 people, mostly civilians, have been killed by landmines. Unfortunately, our citizens regularly fall victim to landmines, including after the submission of maps by the Armenian side, as well as after the meeting of the two leaders in Brussels. As a result of 9 incidents in April of this year alone, 10 people were injured by landmines. Azerbaijan is currently rebuilding and restoring the territories destroyed by Armenia for nearly 30 years. In this case, the accusation of the Prime Minister of Armenia against Azerbaijan for not taking humanitarian steps and not returning the Armenian detainees is inappropriate and unfounded. It would be good for the Armenian leader to first understand the reasons for the detention in Azerbaijan of saboteurs of Armenian origin who entered the territory of Azerbaijan illegally. The Armenian side must finally understand that for peace it is necessary not only to speak but to act, Leyla Abdullayeva noted. The 7th meeting of the Commission on Environment, Natural Resources and Health Protection of the Parliamentary Assembly of Turkic-speaking countries was held in Ankara. The issue of harmonization of health systems in the member countries was discussed at the event.
On the agenda of the 7th meeting of the Commission on Environment, Natural Resources and Health Protection in Turkpa countries, a report and a recommendation on harmonization of health systems in the member countries were approved. Chairman of the Commission, Ahliman Arslanov, stressed the significance of this process for member countries. Information on the topics of the Commission's next meetings for 2023-2028 and model laws were also provided. It was decided to hold the next meeting of the Commission in Azerbaijan next year on the topic of the protection and biodiversity in Turkpa member states, new challenges. A seminar on the combating the pandemic in Turkpa member states was held as part of the events in Ankara. Head of the Department of Lung Diseases of the Azerbaijan Medical University, Associate Professor Rafik Bayramov, made a presentation on the current situation in the country and the activities undertaken to combat the pandemic. It was stated that Azerbaijan is among the countries which are effectively combating the pandemic and multifaceted preventative measures that have been taken under the leadership of the President Ilham Aliyev. Azerbaijan's global initiatives have been hailed by the international community. Furthermore, members of the Uzbek delegation thanks Azerbaijan for the assistance provided to this country during the pandemic.
That was all for today. Thank you for being with us and see you next time.